Hello, I'm Austin Schaub, and you're tuned into the 13th edition of the Tiger Highline Online.
You may have heard the story about the basketball team's manager, George Herrenholtz, who got a chance to play last Tuesday. Here's the story by Austin Schaub and myself. Athletics are an essential part of high school life. Whether it be watching or participating, different sports give every student a sense of school pride and unity. Gary Coonan believes that athletics gives high school students many opportunities they otherwise wouldn't have experienced.
Mainly because a lot of kids think you go out for athletics, everybody wants to be the star, the publicity, all that, and it's so much more than that. That's why I encourage kids to go out for as many activities as possible, because just being part of a team can be so valuable in so many ways.
There are so many benefits that high school students gain from participating in athletics.
Research proves that kids that go out for activities, they do better in academics in school, in high school and college, and later in life they're going to have more success in whatever career they take up. There's tons of research out there why kids go out for high school athletics. The number one reason, have fun.
One CF student has been playing sports at Cedar Falls since he was a child.
I've been playing probably around since I was kindergarten or on up, so it's been quite a ride for me.
I see him practice every day. He's a great guy. He's got to be around, so a lot of our teammates really like him.
But George has a different story than most athletes. If you went to a CF basketball practice, you would not see George posting up or running sprints. Because of medical complications, George is the team manager.
I had a stroke in utero whenever I was in my mom's womb, so before I was born, and that limited me to things I could do, but I found, as most people have seen, that I found a lot of ways that I can do things that any other human could with two hands.
This being his senior year, Coach Bardell gave George an opportunity of a lifetime by having him suit up and play in a varsity game. The highlight of the night was not a buzzer beater or dazzling dunk. It was a simple three-point shot from number 30.
I came down the court, and I don't think it was a really set play. I just came down to where I was supposed to be. I think it was Casey Jackson who threw me the ball, and so I didn't have anybody on me. I took the shot, and sure enough, it went in. I wanted to celebrate, and I was glad that he took that time out for me to take in the moment, but I think overall it was a special moment for probably anybody if they were in that situation.
Probably the only people in the gym who were more excited than the fans were George's teammates.
When George made that three, I jumped up and I screamed loud for him. It's awesome for a guy like him who comes out, manages for us every day, and he just does what the coach tells him to, and it's good for him to get an opportunity to hit a shot like that in a game. We all were really excited for him. We just jumped and screamed as loud as we could, and we were just happy that he was able to get the opportunity to make that shot.
I also want to thank the coaching staff for giving me the opportunity, and especially support from all my players and all the fans too.
This has been Austin Hanson and Austin Schaub reporting for the Tiger Highline Online.
Some of you may be concerned, some happy, about the proposition for new traffic cameras coming here to Cedar Falls. Here's the story by Richie and Terrell and Luke.
A lot of Cedar Falls students and teachers drive to the high school in the morning, so it's important to keep up with what's happening on our roads. Around Iowa, police have set up cameras at intersections that track you if you run a red light or just your speed going through the intersection. We found out how some students and teachers feel about these cameras.
Well, I think that it definitely will make intersections more safe, and I think it's a good way to regulate speed limits without having cops everywhere all the time. But I do think it does pose some bad things, because a lot of people, speed through the yellow light, and it's like, what happens if it turns red right as you're speeding through? And it's like, that's not your fault. But other than that, if they can fix that, I think it'd be an alright idea.
The town that I know the most about is Cedar Rapids, and I know they put a lot of them through their strip that goes through there. And for that town, I think it's a great idea. I can tell when I'm traveling down the interstate, people are flying by me and speeding, but as soon as they hit Cedar Rapids, they slow down because they know those cameras are up.
This is Richie, Luke, and Terrell reporting for the Cedar Falls Tiger Highline Online.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the short commercial break.
Want to have some fun, Cedar Valley? Adrenaline X Laser Tag is your place to party. With an exciting atmosphere, you'll think you're in the middle of a video game. Whether it be an afternoon with your friends or a birthday party, Adrenaline X covers all your laser tagging needs. Adrenaline X also comes to you with their mobile laser tag option, whether it be a party at your house or a company retreat. So what are you waiting for? Make it fun, make it fast. Make it Adrenaline X. Here's a Vox Pop by Dylan about second semester here at Cedar Falls High School.
My second semester is going very well. I like my new classes, but some of my classes are really hard still, so I gotta keep going and make it to graduation.
My second semester is going all right. My classes are a little bit easier, but I'm kind of worried because I have senioritis, kind of a little too early. So I feel like I'm going to be slacking in a lot of my classes, so kind of worried about that.
Second semester is going pretty good. For the most part, I have the same students, so it's just kind of continuing what we did first semester. We only have a few kids that came in from other schools, and it's just been working a little bit to catch them up and make sure they have the information they need to be successful.
This year, or this semester I should say, it hasn't been quite as busy with kids coming in, not wanting to be in class, faking that they're sick yet because they're not used to their classes. So give it another week or two, I'll probably have more kids coming in compared to last semester. So
Here's a story on the Voices of Iowa, done by Garrett and Ben.
The Cedar Falls Public Library will host the Grout Museum's Voices of Iowa video exhibit from January 31st to February 14th. The Sullivan Brothers Iowa Veterans Museum received a grant from the Black Hawk County Gaming Association to develop and circulate the kiosks, which will travel to public libraries in a 7-county area. At each stop, stories of local veterans and home front workers may be selected from multiple channels. The Hometown Heroes channel will stream excerpts from the oral history collection of Cedar Falls community members.
I think it's a great idea that the Grout Museum is lending the kiosks to the libraries, just because that way people don't have to go to the museum. If there's people that can't readily get to the museum, they can easily get to the local libraries and surrounding towns, and that helps get the word out. It's just easily accessible.
The Grout Museum wanted to discover veteran stories. So far, they are succeeding in their goal. They have interviewed over 1,200 veterans. Drew Langle,
Ben Harder,
and Garrett McCready, reporting for the Tiger Highline Online.
We take you out this week with a slideshow by Mason Wise. Thanks for watching.
You